Good morning! It's Rantz with Valkyrie time. We dressed to match today, so if all you can see of her is her eyes, it's my fault for wearing a black shirt. So we just got done watching Mr. Nobody. It was a journey and a half. It was kind of a trip. Valkyrie, can we sit and can we do one review all the way together? Can we do that? Can we try? Can we do our best? Can we put our best little kitty paw forward and give it a shot? No, we can't. Just one more try. One more try. Valkyrie loves the camera! Valkyrie loves the camera! Alright, fine, God. You just don't want it. Just does not want it. So now that my cat has abandoned me for what is the 5th time.
I'm 34. I'm 34. I've got to wake up. I've got to wake up.
Hello, Nemo.
Hello, Anna.
Hi, Nemo.
Hello, Elise.
Hello, Nemo.
Hello, Jean.
Forasmuch as Anna and Nemo have consented together in holy wedlock, and have witness to say before God and His company, forasmuch as Elise and Nemo have consented together in holy wedlock,
Jean and Nemo have joined themselves to each other.
I pronounce that they be husband and wife together. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder.
So the story of Mr. Nobody does not take place in a linear fashion at all. It's kind of hard to follow at times. It jumps around, it splits reality. So if you're one of those people who just likes to sit down and watch a movie and be entertained and doesn't want to really analyze anything that's happening, this is not the movie for you. You need to analyze the fuck out of this thing to get anything out of it. It starts out with the main character, who is played by Jared Leto, as a man in his hundreds, and he's the last mortal on Earth. So there's this reality show that follows him, and he sees a hypnotherapist to try to recall his memories, so a lot of the story is told in flashback. And they have Jared Leto actually play himself older, which is really awesome because they did a lot of excellent makeup work, prosthetic work, and he did a really good job doing like a raspy old man voice. Really, the only reason that you can tell that it's Jared Leto is that he has those gorgeous blue eyes that just make you want to like, Jared Leto. Sorry, I'm a pervert. So in the first flashback that the main character has, he takes us back to before he was born, to like this magical heavenly place where there's like unicorns and shit. And basically he says that before you're born, you know everything that's going to happen. But, and I've heard this story too, because like I grew up in a crazy religious family, but the idea is that the angels come up to you before you're born and they put their finger right here above your lip, like, you know, they're telling you to shh. And it puts an imprint right there and it makes you forget everything from before you were born. But he gets missed, I guess, somehow, and slips off into this white little sea of ether and chooses his parents and proceeds to live his life.
When it's your turn, the angels of oblivion place the finger on your mouth. Shh. It leaves a mark on the upper lip. It means that you have forgotten everything. But the angels missed me.
But because he was missed and like knows everything, he's really contemplative the entire film. He's always talking about the unraveling of the universe and how time and space work.
Well, you see, there was no before, because before the Big Bang, time did not exist. Time is a result of the expansion of the universe itself. But what'll happen when the universe has finished expanding and the movement is reversed? what'll be the nature of time? If string theory is correct, the universe possesses 9 spatial dimensions and 1 temporal dimension. Now, we can imagine that in the beginning, all the dimensions were twisted together. And during the Big Bang, 3 spatial dimensions, the ones that we know as height, width, and depth, and 1 temporal dimension, what we know as time, were deployed. The other 6 remained minuscule, wound up together. Now, if we live in a universe of wound dimensions, how do we distinguish between illusion and reality?
The movie actually gets really super trippy is when he's about 9 years old and his parents separate and he has to choose who to live with. And the entire time leading up to this, he talks a lot about how making decisions is really difficult because if you make the wrong decision, then, you know, it spins your life off on a whole different path. So he's very precautious, like even when he's picking out pastries, like he flips a coin because he can't decide. So when he has to decide which parent he's going to live with, the flashbacks start splitting realities, and he literally goes through every single possibility that he can think of living with his mom, and then every single possibility that he can think of living with his dad. But even those aren't linear. They cut in between, and they just jump back and forth, and you have to kind of just keep up with it. The film had beautiful cinematography. Jared Leto, as always, was brilliant, sexy, and amazing. Juno Temple was in it, and I'm a huge fan of Juno Temple, so of course I was on board as soon as I saw that she was in it. All in all, you know, it takes a lot of patience to get to the point where you understand everything, but once you get to that point, you really do understand everything, and it's a really beautiful film. I give props to this movie for pulling off the nonlinear storyline. It's really hard to do without losing people halfway through. So go ahead and take a look for yourself. Mr. Nobody gets 9 paws out of 10. Catnip. Tripping balls right now, but I need more. Straight out of North Hollywood, I'm Valkyrie Spok. This has been Rants with Valkyrie. Like the video, subscribe, and tune in with me next week.